So good day, mom. Good day, everyone. So today we are the group 5 who will report the unit 5, which is the entrepreneurs as a good financial manager overview on entrepreneurial financial concept. So we are the reporters who was assigned in lesson 1, which is ako, Vina nga Norsho, and then on lesson 2 Duran nga Kusada. So I will discuss the introduction and also the 4 phases. So lesson 1 is all about financial planning and the individual's life cycle. So entrepreneurs influence the economy. So entrepreneurs has a big impact on our economy, the country's economy, because they create business to produce a goods and services. So it serves the countries and generates job and bring innovation that improves the country's income. So it also industrial growth and global competitiveness. So because of this, entrepreneurs are seen as the economic drivers, because hirit nag-help mag-shape atin modern society or industries and societies. Darahan ira pag-producing goods and services. So dakit impact mang entrepreneur hit atin economy. The second one is the importance of financial literacy for entrepreneurs. So of course, as an entrepreneur, you have to know and to learn how to manage your income para liwat diri bumagsak an iyo business largo. Ngahin aram ka mag-budget, ngahin also it financial literacy kasi means knowing how money works, how to budget, invest, and handle taxes responsibly. So as an entrepreneur, dapat may da ka knowledge hit financial. So ano ba kasi it financial planning or personal financial planning? So personal financial planning is the process of managing one's money to achieve goals like owning a home, traveling, or retiring comfortably. So personal financial planning, so pagpa-plan hit imo pagmamanage sin money kung ikakainim hiya in a good way or in a good budgeting or spending. So a good financial planning gives people control over their money, reduce financial stress, and help them live with the security and satisfaction. So as a good financial planner daw, so maaram ka magasto, hiti mo money, diri ka malulugi, and makukan pa ni mo money, mas madudugan pa, and diri ka makakapag create financial stress kay maaram ka mag-manage ni money, and to help them live with a security and satisfaction. Kasi kung maaram ka mag-financial planning, team kinabuhi parang diri ka waray ka stress, may security ka, maaram ka kasi magplano hitim financial, and may ka satisfaction nga nakukuha hit. So may ada didi 4 life cycle phases and financial planning. So it's each person has a financial needs and goals. So nag-change it hiya pag natika kung nakit lagas nakit. So may ada upat nga life cycle phases. So number 1 is accumulate phases, number 2 consolidation phases, number 3 spending phases, and number 4 is gifting phase. So number 1, accumulate phase. So today, when people start working, they focus on earning income, saving money, and buying basic assets like home or car. So it accumulate phases. Kumbaga, didi nga phase, ini-focus didi is pag-earn hin money, and then mag-spend ka din hin money hit imo mga needs talagang basic needs, hit yung mga kailangan hit imo kinabuhi. So dinhi mag-earn kahin money, mag-save kahin money, and magbabay kahin mga basic assets like hit house ngayon car. While na madidiha consolidation phases at middle age na ending hit, they pay off debt and focus on saving for their children's education and future needs. So kumbaga din nga kuan may dat ka na family dito nga accumulate phase, kumbaga daraga ka pala dito. Aning focus is pag-earn hin money and pag-save money para itim sarili and para makapagpalit kahin house and car nga imo mga needs, mga wants. Dito na maha-consolidation phase, nag-earn kanin money nga nagsasave kanin money para imo children's hitera education, hit pagbayad na mahit imo mga debt and itira future needs itim mga anak. So, adi na makitahan ikatulo, spending phase. So, during retirement din hiya, individual rely on pension and investment. So, kumbaga, kung nagtrabaho ka, nag-retire ka na, so, nakadepende na lang ka dito in iyo, pension and investment. Their main goal is to preserve their money and maintain a stable income. So, waray ka naman kasi trabaho. So, itimuhin mo na lang, pag-preserve itim, nakukuha nga money, ngahin, maging stable lang mo income. Tapos, and last is gifting phase. In this stage, people plan to how to share their wealth with family, friends, or charity, either during their lifetime or or after that. So, gifting phase, didinate ang mga lagas na kita din nga part, which is itim nala, itim goal is mag-share ka or maghatag kahin mga written nga document about itim paghahatag it yung mga mana kumbaga din nga phase para mag-share ka ning wealth ito ning family aning mga friends or di kaya maghatag kahin mga money dito charity. So, din nga phase nga, gifting phase, parang, during, team hihimonit din during your lifetime or after that. So, asya nito mga himoon, hit gifting phase. So, asya and for life cycle phase and financial planning. So, may raket accumulate phase, consolidation phase, spending phase ngayon, gifting phase.
Good day, Mom. So, I'm here to discuss the 10 basic principles of personal finances. So, the first one is knowledge is power. You must be knowledgeable enough on how to handle your money, on how to manage your money for it to grow. Not just to grow, but also to make or to set your goals in the future since you're knowledgeable enough. Also, aside from that is to make wise decision for your company to grow. Make wise decision. And then the last is for you not to easily fooled by others since sometimes they advise us that we see in online platforms and different online platforms are not applicable on everything, not applicable in that specific field. They have a specific field to work it. So, you must be knowledgeable enough. The next one is the nothing happens without a plan. So, you must plan everything out to meet your expectation. Aside from that is to avoid being debt or bankrupt. Also, for you not to be stressed out if something unexpected will happen, and then for your company to work well, you must have plan. You must have plan A, and then not just plan A but also plan B for your backup plans, plan C, plan D, and so on. If everything happens, if this plan A didn't work out, then proceed to plan B. That's it. You must plan everything. So the next one is the time value of money. So the money that you have in the present is worthy than the money you will have in the future, because it is because of the potential earnings that may happen. For example, you have your money in your hand in the present. Don't mind the future, mind the present. Focus on the present. Focus on how to grow this money. Don't focus on don't focus on how to grow your money in the future, because we don't know what will happen in the future. So you must be focused in the present. It is worthy to focus. Your money, your money in the present is worthy than your money in the future. Your money that you will have in the future. The next one, I forgot, so I will be back. Our fourth principle is taxes affect personal finances. It really affects the personal finances because they need to split out their income, their earnings that they get from their company. They need to split it out, and then they need to pay for the tax. That is sometimes the reason why it affects the personal finances, because they need to put budget for the taxes, and then they need budget for their company. Nagkakato nga. So it affects their personal finances. And if you have big company, you will pay large amount of money. That's why it affects their personal finances. The next one is liquidity matters. Why it matters? Because it helps them to ease their expenses, and they won't experience problem if unexpected event happen, because they have liquidity, or they prioritize the liquidity. Liquidity, it is something, or it is an asset that can turn into cash or money. And then the next one is the sixth principle is the smart spending. They need to be knowledgeable enough, just like what I've said earlier, knowledgeable enough. So it is involved in smart spending, because they need to budget it out. They need to spend their money on the important things, on the things that will help their company to grow. And then they need to have knowledge on how to budget their money to help their company grow, of course. That's it. So the next thing, or the next principle, is protect yourself. Not just protect your money, not just protect your asset, not just protect your company, but also protect yourself. Protect yourself from those unexpected events that will happen to your life. For an instance, or it is advisable to have insurance, because this one will help you if let's say unexpected event happened to your life. So this insurance will help you and support it. And then the next thing is that aside from the insurance, or get insurance, you need to protect yourself from those group of people, or from those individual who wants you to fall down. Aside from that, the next principle is the risk and return go together. So the risk and return go together. It is where if you risk higher, then the return will be higher too. If you risk lower, then your return will be lower too. It is like they're in a relationship wherein if this will go up, then this one will go up too. So also be mindful that risking is very difficult, because sometimes risking is not applicable in a specific event or a specific field. You must ensure that if you risk, you will return those risk or those action that you risk or your asset that you risk. The next one is the mind games and money. The mind games and money, it is where they're using their intelligence, their way, they're using their intelligence on how to protect their personal finances from those scammers or um, those events that will come to their life that will affect their personal finances. For example, here is the scammer. Scammer use tactics, different tactics, different ways, techniques on how to scam those individual who have this one. So, you as a person who have this one, you need to know on how to contrast their action, contradict their ways or techniques. You need that one to protect your personal finances. You need to use this. Why you need to use this and be mindful. The last principle is just do it. Sometimes we experience fear, doubts on how to grow our business, on how to grow this money, but remember that just do it. Danay nakaka-experience kita yung kahadlok, like, dari kita maalam kung ano himoon hini nga butang since waray man kata experience, waray naton plano kung magaano kita bibi, like, nahadlok kita pag step up. But then, danay, it aton pag risk, yes, risk. Pag step up, is, danay maupay ito nagiging resulta aton. Dali naman kung dari maupay, pwede nimo himuon nga lesson ha imo kinabuhi para next time nga magputro ka, next time nga mag-step up ka hit nga imo mag-step up ka, like mag-try ka new things, maaron ka natin bubuhaton dari ka na mawawara hit imo direction. Just do it. That's all. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. So, let's proceed to my part, which is the benefits of financial planning and the steps in financial planning process. So, let's first discuss the benefits of financial planning. So, the benefits of financial planning is parang nagkakamayada kahin clear financial objectives kung ano tayo mga kariyag ma-achieve and nakabulig naman hiya to spend your money wisely and nakakapagkuhan naman hiya nakaka-help nga mag mag-invest ka into something nga makakapag-benefits ka in the future para naman ma-secure in future. So yun nga financial planning, benefits of financial planning is nakakabulig hiya para ma-secure in future tapos ma-expend in money in maupay tapos control yung spending, di ka naman makapag-damuhit mga utang. So, aside it, mga benefits of financial planning. So, let's proceed to the steps in financial planning. So, there are actually 6 steps. So, first is determine your current financial situation. So, dini nga part is magagather ka information about it imo income, expenses or ti mga utang. So parang nagagather ka din ikon gaano ba how much money you earn, tapos how much money you spend in every month or week, tapos kumpira ba iti mga utang, tapos how much you own like savings, property, tapos ito yung financial obligations. So parang din higis, parang checking your money health. So parang i-check ni im kwarta before making a big decision. So that is the determine your current financial situation. So the second step is the set financial goals. So once you determine your current financial situation, you have to set a financial goals. So parang you decide, din nga steps is nagde-decide ka what you want to achieve in your money. So ini nga steps is parang i-set nimo animo goals, like creating a roadmap for your money para makabulig iton hiya nga makapag-focus ka kung ano ba talaga time karayag ig-purchase, or kung ano ba time karayag himuon hit im kwarta para di relaya masayang. So pagsiset or to make a plan is dako nga bulig para ma-achieve nim iton nga im karayag. So that is set financial goals. Spend your money wisely para daman ma-purchase nim itim mga karag ma-purchase, like house, cars, or property nga ano la dida. So number 3 is the identify different options. So ani naman is dini nga steps is kuan parang magi-explore ka into different financial options nga makakabulig nga ma-achieve an imo goals. Sugadhan mga various investment products or saving accounts, mga sugad hit, or debt payment strategies. So parang damit yang ways to reach your goals din hit. Identify different options, like karam kung ta makapag-savehin money. So pwede mo pwede himuon is pwede ka openhin saving account, or pwede ka daw mag-invest, or kung karag naman im kumita pwede ka mag part-time job or magtayuhin small business para may dakala income. So identify lang nimit mga options kung ano ba it mga possibility nga pwede nim himuon to earn money or to save money. So number 4 naman is evaluate and compare choices. So iba kay na may mga option. So dinhi naman is you think carefully about each option. So dinhi is i-compare ni man i-evaluate ang mga different option nga imo na identify. Tapos dinhi nga steps is dapat imgin ko consider hit pagpili hit mga factors such as risk, returns, fees, and liquidity. So for example, dapat name i-question what are the pros and cons pagpili ta iton nga im option nga iton kung taano it pros and cons. Tapos parang it is risky ba or safe para hit imo. Tapos how much time or money will it take. So parang ginka ko ni it risk tapos return. So kumbaga pag mag-take ka hin risk dapat sure ka nga may da return nga maabot tayo mo. So number 5 naman is create and follow a financial action plan. So pag na-evaluate na nim animo mga choices imna na compare tas na-evaluate it risk tapos return. So kumbaga pag mag-take ka hin risk dapat sure ka nga may da return nga maabot tayo mo. So number 5 naman is create and follow a financial action plan. So pag na-evaluate na nim animo mga choices imna na compare tas na-evaluate, proceed na kit into create and follow financial action plan. So once na-evaluate na nimo option kailangan na ni mag-create hin financial action plan nga nag-outline hin specific steps nga imo i-take to achieve your goals. So like sud kunta kareyag nimo kunta like nagkukan din it step may da step by step process to achieve those goals. Like kunta may da ka gusto i-purchase, so parang nag-set ka in goals nga every week kailangan nimhin mag set aside hin kwarta nga 1,000 kunta, so ganit every week 1,000 kakase within 1 year kunta may da ka kareg ma purchase like house or mga property. So asya nagkukan kahin step by step process to achieve those goals. So pwede naman kuan I will pay my credit card debt by reducing spending. So nag-iiban kahit pag spend it kwarta para kasi anim goal is mabaydan it mga utang. So siya it and create and follow a financial action plan. So last naman is review and revise your plan regularly. So din he is life changes, maybe your income, expenses, or goals change too. So hindi naman in final steps or the last step is kailangan nimo i-review or regularly an imo plan, or pag kailangan nimo na i-revise kasi ang financial planning is not a one-time process. It's an ongoing process nga nag-require regular review and revision. So kailangan nimo i-review an imo plan regularly para ma-ensure nga an imo that you're on track to meet your goals. Tapos naman maghimo kahin adjustment if needed. So isa rin pa man kangina dirihiya on time process. So it's an ongoing process. So it changes over time. So dirihiya like nag-stay lahin asa nga kuan like permi lahit so gadit. So may dahiya time nga magbabago talaga. So kailangan ni mag i-check or sud kunta iton nga in business diri nahiya mabenta. So kailangan ni revise or maghatag pahinda mo nga choices hit mga customer nga iraig po purchase. So dapat i-check kung tama pa ba iton nga gibubuhat or nalulugi ka na or like diri na nakita in maupay. So asya it last steps. So yan nga mga steps is kuan hiya ang financial planning process is ang mga steps or process nga nakakabulig to achieve your financial goals. So parang financial hiya talaga naka-focus. So by following these 6 steps, you'll be able to create a personalized financial plan nga makakabulig haimo to achieve your goals and avoid making losses. So para ni ma-achieve anim goal, spend your money wisely and control it pag spend it im kwarta. Like prioritize needs over wants para ma-achieve nim time goal. Tapos siya lang. So that would be all for my part.
So hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the lesson 2 about the basic financial concept. So first, let's discuss who are the parts of this basic financial concept. Kumbaga kailangan mga karakter. Who are these characters, parts of the basic financial concept? There's 3: the savers, the financial mediator, and the users of funds or the borrowers. So first, we have the savers. The savers are these household, individuals, corporations, companies, government agencies. So these are the the savers are those, let's say, those are the people na who have an extra money. These are the individual nga mamanda mo it na solidar nga kwarta kaysa it era na gagasto or na gagawas. So these are the people nga they have extra money, they want, it's either they want to invest it or just keep it in the bank, for example, mga sugat. Those savers are those individual who have an extra income. So now we have the users of funds or the borrowers. So these are the same lahira, household, it's either households, individuals, corporations, companies, government agencies. So asya namin ng mga individual nga they need money for different purposes. It's either they want to start a business, they want to upgrade their business, or any other purposes nga asya they need a money. So it nagdudugtong naman hera, the one that connects them is we have the financial mediator, no? So in a financial mediator, in between here those two, this kumbaga it's like a bridge, no? It's like a bridge, tulay nga nagdudugtong hin nga savers nga hit mga users of funds or the borrowers safely nga legally. So let's move on to the functions of financial mediators. So we have 6 financial mediators. First of all is we have the banks, no? So in nga banks have a mechanism in place for savers to deposit their extra funds. So in nga banks, they have like for example mga savings account, di ba? Asian, they have a system of mechanism where you can put your money safely and legally, of course. So banks pay depositors interest on the money they have placed with them. So if you put a money on the bank, they will pay you a small amount of interest. So where does this small interest came from? It is from those borrowers, no? Kuma dara kay gimpaharam ni man aw nagbutang kahin kwarta ditong bangko, of the bank will pay you a small amount of interest because the money that you put in the bank, it doesn't just stay there. They use it for investing, for siya ng mga naglo-loan, siya ginagamit nila. So banks provide money to borrowers after conducting a credit investigation to pay the interest paid to depositors. So asya na yan, singko pa man kanina, just what I said na those small amount of interest that is paid to the savers are coming from those borrowers. But before the borrowers can borrow a money to the bank, they conduct a credit investigation. In a credit investigation, mas maintindihanin kung sugat nga makuha kay motor, magmamantli kay motor, mga down payment ka, motor, mga gadget, asset, di ba? Nga CI, asset nga credit investigation. They are looking if you are capable of paying back the money. Asset credit investigation. So banks provide money to borrow conducting investigation to pay the interest paid to the depositors. So some of the deposits can also be used to invest in financial instruments such as government bonds and company bonds. So asya nga, etem kwarta, your money, it doesn't just sit there. They use it for investing, di ba? Masugat. Banks can also act as a conduit for investors buying and selling government and corporate bonds. So in nga banks, yung bubuligan damin nera mga era customers nga mag-buy or sell in bonds. Kumbaga kuan damin na they act as a middleman daman, no? Pa they help those customers. Because banks takes deposit and engage the public interest, they must be controlled by the Bangko Sentral in the Philippines ng Pilipinas. So since nga banks nag-handle nga rin large amount of money, they should be supervised and monitor by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So banks siya nga kuan nga banks, they accept deposits, give loans, and help manage money safely. So that's for the banks. So another functions of financial mediators is we have the insurance company. So insurance firms provide a variety of goods. Insurance product can be divided into two categories: life insurance and non-life insurance. So there are two kinds of insurance. Now, the first one is the non-life insurance product protect the insured from property loss or damage, whereas life insurance products protect the insured from loss of life. So, non-life insurance these are the one who protects your property, tim balay, tim kotse, kung manim kotse. It protects from damage, karba, or stolen man, mawaog, shit. At insurance company, kung permanent damage it, depende ito yung kontrata daman, ka-covered nera. Makaka-covered nera. For example, if you take a property team, non-life insurance, for example, for 30 years, no? For 30 years, you will pay 10,000 yearly. Kada year magbabayad kayo 10,000 for 30 years, tapos it covers niya dida 500,000. So if your sigurong item kotse, if your car got damage na aksidente ka, tapos kailangan na magpa-repair, may manim insurance, it company ika-covered niya and within that 500,000 la, kaya siya malan yung kontrata. So if the repair cost is more than 500,000, imunite gasto, it maka-cover lahat insurance nila an 500,000. Ay, tapos dapat naman maruba tim kotse within 30 years, kasi kung if your car got broke within 30 years, warrant nera labot kay anyo kontrata kung mala 30 years na manla. So asset property team non-life insurance. So maka din naman kita hit life insurance. So life insurance same la damin hera, pero pinagkakaiba la nga it pinoprotektahan didi itim kinabuhi your life itself. Kung if you banta mo hospital ka, kung may sakit, simbakula, kung mamatay ka, sugay, no? So yeah, same lang nga the ano tawag yun, yung mga magagasto maka-cover it hit life insurance. Depende la damay item contract, may da kasi dudwa, it's either nga for 30 years kala or lifetime na kung gusto nyo kinabuhi makuha kan life insurance. So it protects life. So I would suggest nga if you take men in uniform profession, take life insurance, because it has a lot of benefits in life, kasi nga being men in uniform is a risky job it's a risky job, no? tapos kuan naman because it nga life insurance then binabisa nak mga nakita ang video then binabaydan talaga dito it life insurance tin peace of mind ha kaya kung aram nim nga manim insurance di ba kay mag-iba malitit pension ngayon it life insurance you will function well in your job mawala nim kinahulupan kaya di kan ma-focus ka tapos naman kamidan nga ning peace of mind so kung katahan ano kita life insurance the insured pays premiums to the insurance company in exchange for protection so itawag it ngayon the itim binabayad no the one it called is the premium itawag it tapos itim these premiums are used to cover the cost of claims so itim pagbabayad siya na naka-cover niyan claim so itim na the one that you receive benefits itim nakukuha nga benefits tawag it claim while itim binabayad tawag it premium so generally the cash collected from the premiums may cover more than claims for most periods so most of the time no most periods ko no itim binabayad mamanda ko pa kaysa itiyo it cover it claims di ba so dikit kay kasi nga ni for example 500,000 yung kontrata tapos kung may danim lifetime 1 million o 500,000 tapos kung mo lifetime insurance syempre magbibinayad ka ma-hit kada year di ba so mamanda ko tim nababayad kasi naka-cover hit claims pero mo pa talaga damit life insurance hence the excess cash can be invested by insurance companies so it nga mga excess nga mga cash yung mga tawagin mga sobra nga mga cash nga nako-collect nera ginagamit nera pag invest pa hit era companies no so pwede naman nila gamitin pwede gamitin para i-cover it ibang mga nagkukuan ibang claims siya naman talaga ginagamit so there are guidelines in investing that insurance company have to follow to ensure that they have enough cash when claims are made so may naman nila mga regulations no mga rules kung papaano nila masisiguro nga they can pay the claim no so insurance company are regulated by the insurance commission so asyan na niya na gin-oversees right as ang government commission government authority the insurance commission so makali naman kita ni stock exchange number 39 so stock exchange the Philippine Stock Exchange operate a system for exchanging publicly traded corporation equity securities so the stock exchange these are the platforms where people can buy and sell shares of company mga in stock exchange ano niya here it center in here it trading buying selling hit mga shares of company so in the Philippines we have the Philippine Stock Exchange so common stock and preferred stock are two types of equity so by the types of equity the common stock and the preferred stock so makadi kita hit common stock the common stock is the where you more risky here this more risky here you buy a company shares of company you own a parts of company no na more risky but at the same time if the companies goes up you goes up diba but if the company goes down you goes down kung may possible ka din kami unlimited money habang natas company na daka da matim kita. And one of the benefits is you have the right to vote in the decisions of the owners, no, the decisions of the company. You have the right to vote. So as it benefits it common stock. So we go to the tawag ko, preferred stock. So the preferred stock are kanin niya kung mga you buy shares of company but kuan len fix la tim makukuha nga money, fix la compared hit nga common stock nga depende, nakadepende kung dakit to nahataas it company nalago tira company, ikaw daman nasunod ka la na you just follow the company pag angat it company. But it preferred stock la nga equity kuan la ya ni fix la tim makukuha nga pera kung bumaba man kung humataas mit company, kung maging lumago mit company or humababo, fix la tim company. But ini mas safe in safe way in here compared hit common stock kaya nga lang no, limited la tim makukuha nga profit na kay fix nga ni. So magkali naman kitahan and also daman kapag preferred stock la you don't have the right to vote, diba? Kaya diba dito ang common stock you have the right to vote, did it preferred stock you don't have the right to vote for the decisions of company. But the preferred stock they are the priorities and they're more priority no, and more safely kasi kapag isang company it goes down, na bubagsak, na lugi, they will still get their fixed income, fixed shares, no, compared with common stock kapag company na lugi, I don't know if they can get their shares, no. So we go to the an individual who wants to invest and trade in the stock market cannot go directly to PSA to buy and sell stock. He has to open an account with an accredited stock brokerage firm where he can channel his buy and sell orders of equity securities. So kapag if you want to buy or sell stock, you cannot go directly to that company. You need a license, a professional license stockbroker nga. He will be the one, he will be your representative, no, dito. You will just tell him that what you want, you want this, for example McDonald's, you want to invest there, you want to buy stock, you want to have a part of ownership in the McDonald's, no? You need a licensed professional stockbroker, no? He will be the one who will talk to the company. So you do the talk, you just tell him, you talk to the licensed professional broker, and then he will do the work. So we are now in the fourth one, which is the stock brokerage firm. So stock brokerage firms are required to be used while investing in the stock market. So sino pa man diba kanina nga, you cannot go directly to the company to invest or to buy or sell the stock. You need a representative, which is the stockbroker, no. So asyan, they help the investors sa tera mga to invest, they help the investor to invest nga. So there are two types of brokers available right now, the online brokers and the live brokers. So yan na, right now in this modern time, pwede na it online, no, trading through online, di ba? Medyo uso yan, damit nagtrade online, Tapos it live brokers naman sin nga kuan personally, no, personally they will help you to invest. So it live brokers, no? So trading on the stock market through the internet is possible with online brokers. So siya nga ni trading to the online market possible ya through online broker. May da duduha nga types of brokers, which is the online broker and the live broker. So in this current time, possible na it online trading. We are now in the fifth one, which is the mutual funds. So mutual funds provide opportunities for big and small investors to invest in financial instruments which they would not have considered on their own, or they may have considered but do not have the time or the expertise to do it. So nga mutual funds na they help both big time man or small time nga investors nga kundiin diri hera mara mag-invest kung mara man hera they don't have enough time to invest. So in mutual funds are the one in mutual funds heranit bahala it dida bubuligan kay nera. So this includes investment in the stock market, bonds, treasury notes, and other money market instrument like treasury bill. So in a mutual fund they invest in many things, no? So siya nga stock bonds, government debt, tapos yung mga short term money market instrument naman. So kasi didi gini-invest it mga mutual funds anim ginhahatag. So with mutual funds, investment are pooled in the funds are invested by professionals managers for free. So kapag sumiring kita nga pool, no, if we say a pool, it's like combining all the money between those investors, maging ko-combine niya nga tanan, tapos with that combined money asin terga gamiton to invest, tapos nasuga didi for free la kuno it pare kuno bayad mahatag kala ay for example 1,000 to the other people 1,000 to the other people 1,000, tapos they combine together. So that's what you call a pool, diba? Well, it's like a pool of money where they take it from different person. So the fees are a small percentage of the invested. The fees are a small per. So kadigal agyapin libre, no, still not free kay nakuha malagya pera warga nga ni bayad nakuha mahera. So it bayad ko no are the small percentage amount of those money, depende 5% siguro dako negative 5%. Yeah, so small amount of percentage. Mutual funds cater to different investment objectives. There are mutual funds which are limited only to stock, while others are restricted to fixed income instruments like bonds and treasury. So in some of the funds ko, no, funds invest only hit mga stocks, while the others invest in bonds and similar fixed income ng mga assets. We are now in the last part of my report, no, so which is the other financial institution, which is number 6. So may data duduha didi the GSIS or the Government Service Insurance System and the Social Security Systems, SSS. So diba? So didi naman these are the pension funds. This is the one that you will need, or the one you will pay during your working years. So kay magagamit nim for your retirement benefit. So pinagkakaiba ng MAHIT GSIS, these are for government employees. For example, police, 'di ba? Police, teacher, ano pa dida, mga professional work nga adet gobyerno. While na MAHIT SSS, these are for the private companies, mga private employees, no? Kailangan kumbaga inre-required in, for example, di the MacDo, kailangan may SSS, one of the requirement niya. So, pinagkakaiba, GSIS and SSS, GSIS for government employees while the SSS are for private employees, the private companies. So, that's all.
So, good day everyone. So, I am here to report the uh, basic financial concepts. So, the number one is the time value of money. So, money now grows faster. So, meaning money today is worth more than the same amount in the future because it can earn interest or grow if invested. So, for example, uh, UV 1000 today can become 1100 next year if invested at 10% of interest. So your 1000 will be 1100 next year. So that is the time value of money. And then the diversification. So don't put all your money in one place. So meaning don't put all your money in one place or investment. So spread it out to reduce risk. So for example, instead of investing 10,000 in all in one company, so invest it in for example in 4,000 in stocks, 3,000 in mutual fund, and then 3,000 in savings accounts. And then so if one investment fails, you don't lose everything. So that is the diversification. And then the compounding effect. So earn interest on interest. So meaning it is the process of earning interest. So your money grows faster over time if you leave your earnings invested. So for example, you invest 10,000 at 10% per year. So in year 1, your 10,000 will become 11,000. And then in year 2, you earn 10% on 11,000. So that would be 12,100. The extra 100 is interest on interest. So that is the compounding effect. And in the stock market, so learn stocks to invest smartly. So meaning a place where people buy and sell shares of companies. So learning how it works helps you invest smartly and grows your wealth. So for example, you buy 100 shares of Jollibee at 200 pesos each. So a year later, the price becomes 250 pesos. So you sell and earn 5,000 pesos for profit. So that is the stock market. And then the household budget. So plan income and expenses. So meaning, so planning your income and expenses so you don't overspend. So for example, your monthly income is 15,000 and your expenses are for example 4,000 for food, 3,000 for rent, and then 2,000 for transportation and 1,000 for your savings. So the remaining 5,000 can go to bills, leisure, or emergency fund. So that comes from the household budget. And next is the opportunity cost. So choosing one means losing another. So meaning when you choose one thing, you give up the benefit of the other option. So for example, you have a 500 pesos. So you can either watch a movie or buy a review book. So if you choose the movie, your opportunity cost is the knowledge that you could have gained from the book. So that is opportunity cost. Choosing one means losing another. Then the interest rates. So affects earnings and loan costs. So meaning this is the cost of borrowing money or the reward for saving money. So it affects loans and savings. So for example, if you borrow 10,000 with a 10% interest rate, so you must pay an additional 1,000 pesos. So if you save money at 5% interest, so your 10,000 becomes 10,500 after a year. So that is interest rate. So, so the basic financial concepts guide us in making smart money decisions and in understanding how money grows, diversifying investments, planning budgets, and weighing the choices wisely. So that's all. Thank you.